Hello everyone and welcome back to Gradarius Pinball. Today we are playing Haunted House by Gottlieb from 1982. Arguably, to me at least, one of Gottlieb's best solid-state games. Pull up my handy-dandy stats here as it plays its little song. Designed by John Osborne and around 6,835 produced according to Pinside. And one of my favorites because it does this really unique sort of layout here. Of course it disappears. The upper playfield, main playfield, lower playfield. I think it might have been the first triple-level playfield in pinball. So, yeah, enough of my yapper. Without further ado, let's get into it. 4 flippers on this main level. Oh yeah, I'm trying to remember. On the real machine, there's a separate button for the upper flippers and the lower flippers and whatnot. For whatever reason, but on this VPX version, they are together. Going upstairs in the haunted house, some drop targets on this side, and some just regular stand-up targets on the other. Back to the main playfield. Into the trap door. It's not quite lit. Double scoring is active in the basement. Trying to get somewhere here. The scoop, but there's not much in there. There are 2 passageways into the basement that I know of. You can go through the trapdoor when flit. There's this little hole up here that goes to the cellar. And then this, you can see it says secret passage. It's actually not a target, and it just goes straight into the basement, of course. I have trouble hitting it on command. At it from this flipper to that far right flipper into the left out lane, far left out lane. 48,930 going into ball 2. Reset this. There we go. I can see that my computer is recording. Shake it up here. Upstairs into the drop targets. And since we haven't hit a switch, it still thinks we're upstairs. It's playing the music. Upstairs once more. Hold the drop targets down. There's actually another passageway into the basement if you fall into this hole from the cellar, like we just did. You get the cellar play, basement play. Double scoring is active in the basement. There's a bank of drop targets we get to shoot at here. Out of the basement we come. Good save off that right out lane. Only to follow that up with a horrible, horrible blunder. Some risky moves here. Upstairs we go through the ramp and right back downstairs we come. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 targets littered around the playfield. I believe light an extra ball if you get them all. That extra ball being this little scoop right here. Final score for this round of 142,490. Why don't we go for another round here? We've got like 9 or 8 credits left anyway. And I think we can improve. Nearly a house ball. Into the secret passage and into the basement. See if we can get all these drop targets down and increase the target bank counter. There we go. We're at 2 target banks. We got our bonus up a little bit. Can't tell if the extra ball is lit. Not upstairs, although it is fitting. Upstairs, I almost said it again, upstairs scores double. At the present. Well, we head up there, get some good scoring going. Into the drop targets. That bank is completed, and we run it back. Basement also scores double. And the extra ball is lit at that scoop on the right. Into the trap door and into the cellar. farming off that sling. Few options here. Trapdoor's still lit. Got that extra ball, though it is a hard target. Into the trapdoor and into the basement once more. And right back out onto the main playfield. Oh, that was pretty tough. Probably should have hit that. Into the cellar through the top hole. Right down that out lane. Back into the secret passage and into the basement again. Right back out, and just continue this cycle if we'd like. Nearly into that top cellar hole, sitting at about 230,000, now 234. Right around the trapdoor and down the middle. One last ball here. Upstairs we go, into the drop targets first. There's one. Into the basement. There's two of those basement drops. The middle's bad for me in the basement right now. Just can't keep it in play. Upstairs. Into the stand-up target bank. Into the basement. Still can't keep that in play. Having a little bit of a tough time there. Into the secret passage into the basement. Can we increase the target bank counter to 3? We're getting closer. And a bounce from the bumper down the middle. Hit the 3. Can we make it 4? We made the 4. Secret passage lit. There we go. Getting into a bit of a rhythm here. There's one drop target. We've only got one left. Into the trapdoor, into the basement, hopefully into that last drop. Not quite, but we've still got a chance here. Upstairs. Thinking about just sending it around into the basement, but we don't get the chance. Into the basement we go, off that upstairs hole. Into the drops, and we have 3 target banks on the counter. And there are little stand-ups in there that add to your end-of-ball bonus, which is quite nice. If you can just keep hitting them over and over. I think they're worth 1,000 per hit. Yep, something like that. A little more than 1,000. Doing good on this bonus, getting plenty of drops, plenty of stand-ups. Nearly made it into that drop. Still got a chance. Down the out lane. Double scoring active on the main playfield. And we go right back into the basement. There we go, another drop bank completed. With the next one in progress. We've surpassed 500,000 on our score. Into the 5 extra balls lit. It's a tough shot, though. Into the trapdoor. No, not quite. Not quite. I have no words for what just happened. We just missed that trapdoor hole. I think that's the first time I've been completely speechless playing pinball. Into the trapdoor. We get denied again. I don't think it's lit anymore. Every level scoring double, but the cellar. Decently sizable bonus to end our ball and our game. Final score of 728,920. Not too bad of a round at all. We'll run it back here, see if we can improve it. Upstairs we go. Into the cellar from the upstairs. And right back on the main playfield. I love how seamless the 3-ball play is. Or not the 3-ball play, the 3 playfield play is on this table. You can travel between all 3 levels in what seems like an instant. Great save off the right flipper. We tilted out. I was a little strong on that attempted outlane save. Well, now we know where its limits are. Upstairs we go for ball 2. For some reason, my computer cannot play the upstairs audio really well. If you can hear, it's really crackled. All the other audio is fine. We've got double scoring in the cellar. Going for that last drop off the left flipper, right flipper, what would you call that? Depends on perspective. Bounce from the far right flipper. Nearly into the secret passage. Looking to set something up here. And a great save from that middle flipper outlane, a really unique feature on this game. Into the secret passage and into the basement. Although we'd probably best head upstairs because the scoring is double. Really trying to get into those drops on the far side of that bank. There we go, we've got 1 bank down. We're adding some bonus and we've surpassed 100,000. Extra balls lit. That is a very hard hole to hit intentionally, but we just did it. There's our extra ball. Or either, I'm not sure if it awarded an extra ball or a replay. I thought that was a post pass, but apparently not. We're on to ball 3, meaning that was not an extra ball. Either that or something went wrong. I don't know what it's set to. Double scoring currently active nowhere. That was a tough angle right there. 202,960 to finish off this game. Why don't we take another trip into the haunted house? Where will we begin? Upstairs for ball 1. Into the drops a few times. And now into the basement, surpassing the main playfield. And the angle at which it falls into the basement from upstairs kind of is prone to that outlane drain. Some close shots at the secret passage. Tilt out again. I did not learn my lesson, apparently. Ball 2. Upstairs once more. Into the cellar. Can we have it not drain down that outlane? Yeah, we got it. But it goes down the middle instead. I love how it flows through that far right flipper. You can just have it go up the in lane. We're advancing those targets. I don't think I have ever survived that outlane, like ever. And the regular scoop. We'll start on the main playfield. Tough bouncing on into the middle, I guess. And a pretty dismal. My word choice today is dismal. That's what's dismal. We'll start another game. About 77,000 on our last game. Ball 1 will start upstairs again. All the drops down. Now we're in the stand-up targets. Take the ramp back down. And wow, under the right flipper and into that outlane. Back upstairs again to start off ball 2. Not sure what those lights indicate. Which ones you've hit, which ones you haven't. Back downstairs into the secret passage to go even further downstairs into the basement. And a nearly complete drop target bank. There it is. It's our second target bank on the counter. Bonuses are lit, and so is double scoring. It's a good area to be farming. Upstairs we go through the ramp. Both the upstairs and the downstairs, or rather the cellar, score double. There we go. Another drop target bank, and we've activated double scoring on the Mayfield. Or the Mayfield? What? The playfield. I don't know where that came from. What is a Mayfield, and why did I say that? The quote-unquote extra ball is lit. See, I need to stop going to bed so late, and otherwise I invent words. Mayfield. 260,200. Going into ball 3, we'll start on the main scoop and the main playfield. Shot at the secret passage fails, and we immediately drain. Final score of 268,230. See how much time we have left here. A good amount. Why don't we start another game? Onto the main playfield to start ball 1. Some chaos on these flippers to start ball 1. Alright, we've got it nicely tucked into the far right flipper. This is where I am best at hitting the secret passage. Well, I just did that, so apparently not. Let's see if we can hit it from one of these other flippers. Uh-oh. I saw that coming and there wasn't much I could do. Upstairs to start ball 2. Drops immediately completed. We're downstairs for double scoring. Down the outlane instantaneously. Into the 2 target to light 3. And a bad judgment there. Probably should have done that other flipper. Into the cellar through the hole to start ball 3. Can't get all the drops down before we come out of here. Upstairs scores double. So I guess that's a good target. Into the cellar though through the hole. And back upstairs we go. And a really tough bounce. Again, I have not survived that outlane and I don't plan on doing it. I've tried countless times and I've tilted out like twice. New game here. We will start on the main playfield. Into the extra ball scoop, but there's no extra ball. Into the 1 target to light the 2nd. Upstairs through the ramp. All the drops down. Some shots at those stand-ups. Into the secret passage through the far right flipper. And double scoring is active in the basement. Some good points out of there before we leave. Almost on the right flipper. Into the trap door, but we don't go to the basement. And that is the first time I've ever survived that outlane. I would pat myself on the back if my hands weren't occupied. Into the secret passage, into the basement. Getting some action going here to hopefully not get to that drop to complete the bank. Back upstairs we come. And upstairs we are, which is a good thing, because the upstairs scores double right now. Plenty to do up here. And back downstairs. Into the trapdoor, but not into the basement. That shot at the extra ball scoop doesn't go too well. And neither does that one. Can't keep it out of there. Pretty decent bonus though, 225,960 going into ball 2. Ball 2 we will begin upstairs it looks like. Here we go. Some drop target action and some stand-up action. I like it. Seller now scores double, so might as well just head down there, hands off those upstairs flippers. But we make nothing of the basement, so might not have been worth it. Uh-oh. There's not much I could do there. Just bounce bad off that post. Ball 3 will begin upstairs again. Really bad. It's just an awful play, man. I don't know what to say. 278,430 at the end of ball 3. We've still got a decent bit of time here, so let's play another game. Ball 1 will begin on the main playfield. Haven't hit much of anything yet. And a really bad, fakie off that ramp to end our ball. The fakie also ended my skateboarding career when I sprained my wrist. Plenty of bouncing going on here. Into the secret passage to get into the basement. Let's see what we can do there. Back into the secret passage. The basement is our preferred location right now, it seems. Back into the secret passage one more time. We're very close to completing that bank. There we go. Trying to get those drops. And light that other bonus adding stand-up target. Into the extra ball scoop. There was an extra ball, but apparently not. Nearly into the trapdoor. Into the trapdoor, but it wasn't lit. An elegant pass to get into the upstairs. Scores double up there right now, but now we're downstairs. Balls disappeared. Hello? I guess I'll keep shaking it until it comes out of there. This is a new one. Come on. Well, that'd be a pretty hilarious, sort of happening to end this episode on. So we don't end on ball 3, but instead on ball 2, stuck in an interesting spot in these drops. And yeah, that'll do it for today. I hope you enjoyed playing Haunted House with me. Again, I think it's one of Gottlieb's absolute best. This 3 playfield play is super elegant and just a blast every time I play it. It never really gets old. So thank you for watching this episode of Gradarius Pinball. I'll see you next time.